everybody. I just wanted to make this video really quick because I've had quite the interesting morning. And I think it's a lot of information that people can benefit from. So I wanted to share it real quick. I hope everybody's having a beautiful morning. It's gorgeous here in Texas. Okay, so what I was being told this morning is really cool because it kind of ties into one of my hypnosis sessions that I did with a friend this weekend. And if y'all haven't done any of this QHHT or beyond quantum healing, I would definitely look into it. I know it can get a little pricey, but it is so worth it. If you would have told me 5-10 years ago that these sessions will really help you adjust to these changing energies, I would have been on top of it a long time ago. So, but what I was being told this morning in my meditation was that everybody who is awakened right now, whether you've been awake for 5 minutes or 25 years, you are a part of this Ascension soul group. And so basically we all know about karma, and karma is the cycle of duality. The energy you give out to other people, you also as a soul choose to experience it. So in some life, if you were a bad man who may be murdered or whatever, in another life, you were the one getting murdered, or, vice versa. And it doesn't always have to be bad things either. It can be, cheating in relationships. It doesn't always have to be like you're killing people. I don't know why that, I guess the reason why that example comes to mind is because in a lot of our past lives, that is the type of karma that we've gone through. But so the large majority of humans have been clearing out these karmic cycles. And on the other hand, this Ascension group has been experiencing karma on a different level. So we have been experiencing karma and karmic clearing in the ways that we have been attempting to ascend in all of these lives and assist in the earth ascending in all of these lives over and over and over again. And the karma that we're experiencing all has to do with the collective consciousness releasing, and also our own personal lives that we've lived as a soul many times trying to go through this ascension process. So I just think this is so interesting. So what they're saying is that we have ascended in other worlds many times, but on Earth, we've never been able to ascend because of the duality that we experience. And the forgetfulness. There's not a lot of realms where you forget who you are as a soul. So this is all part of this Ascension group's process. And what they were saying is that we come into these lives, and we have come into these lives over and over and over again, trying to reach this tipping point where like the ascension is now inevitable. It has to happen. It's on the path of happening. Like we've already manifested it energetically. So they're saying we hit this tipping point in January of 2018. And I just love hearing that because that's when things really started to shift for me. So I was already channeling, I was already doing light codes, I was already speaking light language. That was a part of my awakening since 2015. But in January of 2018, something shifted because for the first time ever, it was like of dire importance for me to get this information out. Like I knew I had to create a YouTube. I knew I had to start putting this stuff on my social media. It was just, there was no other option. It had to be because people needed to hear. We needed to come together. We needed to connect in this way. We needed to support each other and love each other, and we need to guide each other, those of us who are experiencing things ahead of the masses, we are being brought together to share these experiences so people know that they're not alone and can begin to build up their confidence in their spirituality. So when they're around people that aren't a part of this ascension soul group, not that the other people are not ascending, because we are all ascending. It's just that people like myself and you watching this video have come into this incarnation with the purpose of making the ascension happen. Whereas other people that maybe are a little bit sleepy still, they didn't come in with that purpose. Maybe they came in with the purpose of clearing out their past life karma or ancestral karma, whatever it is. But they are not a part of this first group of awakening. And they didn't have necessarily the soul mission to be one of the forerunners of the awakening process, pushing Gaia over this tipping point so that we can transition through the ascension into the new earth. So I just think that is so cool. And it just adds a little bit more richness, I guess, to all of us who are coming together, this soul tribe of social media spiritual people that are coming together and figuring things out and sharing their experiences. Like, it just adds that much more love to the whole thing. And I just think that is so cool. So one of the things that also was brought up, that all was brought up this morning in meditation. But this weekend when I did my my hypnosis session with my friend, they were talking about, my higher self came in and was talking about how I have activated the crystalline grid within my body. And because I have activated the crystalline grid within my body, I'm able to ground in these higher energies. And I started to think about that and ask some questions about that. And what I got to this morning was that right now we are currently in a carbon-based physicality, our bodies, right? And we are moving into a crystalline light structure body. This transition that's taking place is a lot of these ascension symptoms that we're feeling. It's just your body is completely reorganizing its energy so that it can operate differently, it can vibrate differently, all of it. So with that being said, what they were telling me this morning is that the carbon-based body works within the chakra system. That's the energy lined up, your kundalini, all of that is all a part of the carbon-based body, which during the clearing process, we all had been focusing on rebalancing out these chakras and getting the energy within the body rebalanced and using the chakra system as kind of like this guidepost on how to get through some of this. And what they were saying this morning is that if you want to start activating your crystalline grid, your light body, and to start really activating it within right now so that you can, we can access different information when we do this, basically. You just have access. It's like opening a door. You have access to like this higher dimensional energy when you can start to activate the crystalline grid within your body. And what they're telling me is that there are 2 major crystals within the body right now. And they've actually, Ogza was talking to me about this like a year ago. If you go onto my Instagram and literally go back like 4 or 5 months, I'm talking about the center crystal and the heart center, the center crystal, and I can't remember all the names of them now. I'm going to have to go and look at it because I haven't talked about this in forever. But basically what they're saying is there's 3 main crystals that are able to be activated in the body right now that will help you open up to this crystalline light body. It'll help you activate this new energy system that you're going to be working within, because you're not going to be working within the chakras. The chakras are a carbon-based energetic system. It's not the same when we go into these light bodies, when we transfer into these light bodies, which we will do. But it's not going to happen right away, and it's not going to happen the second we, experience this mass awakening or the event. It's something that's going to take a little bit of time because we really have to heighten our energy. So once the event comes and we have more access to our original blueprint of this body and more access to this galactic information, then we're going to start getting more guidance into how to transfer ourselves into these crystalline bodies and release the density of this carbon-based body. So what they're saying is that the two crystals to work with the most right now is going to be in your heart center and right in the third eye. It's basically where your crown chakra comes in and goes down, and then when your third eye is and goes back. So it's like if you could put a 90-degree angle right in there between the crown and the third eye, that's exactly where this crystal would be. So what they want you to start doing is they want you to start envisioning the crystal. Do a quick 5-minute meditation every day and just focus on envisioning the crystal, what it looks like, its clarity, its brilliance, its energy, what it's exuding, because it's going to exude this crystalline, powerful light source energy. And the more that we can bring that vibration into the body, we're really going to ignite it. And once you can ignite these two crystals in particular, you're going to be manifesting on a whole new level, because this really starts to ignite your light body and gives you access to new and broader abilities of using your energy. So I thought that was really cool, and I couldn't wait to make a video to share it with you guys. So there's that, and we'll talk some more on that. And thank you guys for being patient. I know I'm recording on my phone right now, but sometimes you just got to get the videos out there, and I don't have my camera handy or my tripod. So I wanted to get this out there. And I want to say thank you so much to all of the new followers. There are so many people, you guys, and I love this. It makes my heart so happy to see everybody coming together and sharing this journey together. It's and it just keeps growing. Like, the numbers just keep growing. It literally gives me this peace and really, really loving feeling to sit back and just know that we're really all coming together, to know that people are commenting what they're going through on the videos, and the tribes jumping in and supporting people when they need it, and giving them some virtual hugs, and giving guidance and different perspectives. I love all of this so much. So I hope you guys are having a beautiful Tuesday. It's gorgeous out here. I'm about to go wash my car. So I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.